four, three.
Well, you're supposed to stay silent on the 2 and 3. 3, 2, 1. You've not seen Wayne's World. 5, 4.
See, we're working on it. Everything's a work in progress, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's no progress made without just absolutely fucking it up right from the bat. So
We're trying out a lot of we're trying out a lot of different things. We're trying out different rubber bands to attach these weights to the thing.
That's
We're
right.
Trying out different strategies.
That's right.
You
So
know.
far, we haven't had a ton of success with the
Yes.
rubber band. So if anybody has like a good rubber band guy,
Mm-hmm.
we're spending like hundreds of dollars an episode on rubber bands.
Yeah. And plus, it's not just a time suck. It's a suck of our mental energy because we're not rubber band guys. We're spending way too much time trying to make decisions about rubber bands.
You know
That's
what they
time
say.
we could spend elsewhere.
Your sort of like, salary turned into hourly wage, into the work that you're doing versus the cost of hiring someone to do it.
I don't know what you're
Multiplied
referring to.
by your age,
Mm-hmm.
divided by the last 4 digits of your social security number. That is the maximum height that you have to go on a handstand push-up in the open.
Cool.
next year.
Nice.
I was wondering
what
where
they
that
say.
was going.
I was wondering.
That's what they say. Welcome to this episode of Scale is Needed, everybody.
Yep.
We're doing this live
Are we?
for a couple different reasons. Mainly because it's a little bit easier on me in terms of editing.
Yeah.
Secondarily, because we haven't done an episode in like a week and a half, and everyone's like reaching out to me and going, "Hey, what the fuck's going on? Where's
Pod's canceled.
Scal is Ned?
It's
Yeah.
done.
It's done."
Been canceled.
So I brought in a bunch of clones.
Mm-hmm.
What up,
No,
dog?
I'm also leaving for Boston tomorrow morning,
Boston.
very early, and
And I'm
it
leaving
was-
for LA very early tomorrow.
And Kyle is leaving for, so
We're
we're
all
probably
gonna
going
be
to
gone.
run into each other at the airport.
Awesome.
And we really just needed to get this done. We
Yeah.
need to get it done so we have an episode.
Yes.
The content train keeps rolling,
Mhm.
regardless of our personal lives.
We have to feed the beast. You have to feed the monster.
The content is the monster the content, or is the monster the audience?
The monster is the void in your heart that you're filling with this, with these pods,
Spending
and
all
these
this
videos.
money on all this.
You
content.
love me.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
That's
is the
beast.
monster.
That's the beast that needs to be
Huh.
fed. But if you can
It's
make
very
money
hungry,
doing
though.
it, that's
Yeah.
all we're doing, really.
Yeah.
We're trying to feed the beast and trying to find a way to make money at the same time.
We are making a lot of money though.
At the same damn time.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
I read an article about that Casey Neistat, and he's doing very well with YouTube.
We're basically like Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
In fact, we have 5 people watching us right now.
Nice.
I actually have no idea how many people are watching
That's
us right
pretty
now.
impressive.
But
Probably about 5.
sounds about right. For those of you guys who are watching us right now, if there's any issues with audio or video, I
Just
don't know,
scream
just
really
yell-
loud at your
I was
laptop.
gonna say yell it out into the mountains, and maybe we'll be able to fix that at some point. But
Uh-oh.
someone's audio. That was me.
That's the non-clones. They're in the other room yelling.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, "Hey, what the hell's going on over there? I thought we were supposed to be on this podcast. What's happening?"
We can take them.
Yeah, we definitely could take them.
I don't think I
Uh,
could take a clone of myself.
Oh, dude, I would murder myself.
So you're very confident in your ability to defeat an exact copy of you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
First, I would conquer him sexually.
Yes. Good.
I would
because
not want to.
that's
I would
not weird.
Want to
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
me ever?
It's weird if you're making it weird. And then from there, like I know all of his weaknesses. I'll put out some cheese, some bread, little crumbs,
Yep.
lead him into a trap.
What if
He
he's 10
thinks-
steps ahead of you, though?
Well, he thinks he's 10 steps ahead of me, but I know me better than he knows himself.
There you go.
It's not true. That Armin has the same level of knowledge as this Armin.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't even
to
know
me.
which one's the real one.
Doesn't even make sense to me. Either way, maybe there's an Armin somewhere who did better at 20.4. I don't know. Maybe somewhere in the multiverse.
How did you do on 20.4?
I got 14 pistols
Hell yeah.
in the second round of pistols. So I did my 10 clean and jerks.
Nice.
The more important thing is that for the second year running, second open, not the second year, second open running, I've fucking obliterated Justin from the Morning Chaka.
yeah?
Yeah, I've already
Nice.
locked it up. He beat me in one workout so far. Yeah, there's only 5. I've gotten 3.
That was the least important work.
Yeah, he beat me in last week's workout, or 20.3, the deadlift handstand push-up workout, the workout that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because
that
it's
doesn't
stupid.
count because of the standards.
That's
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I'm undefeated this year. It's pretty metal. Feels good. I gotta say, it feels good. Feels good to be the winner.
Feels great.
I'm actually gonna see him in Boston. We're gonna
Yeah.
be there for 20.5. We're doing like a live pre-show.
Nice.
So, are you guys packing special sunglasses to be able to actually view the competition that's going on? Because you have the 2 palest athletes in all of CrossFit competing.
That's a fact.
Annie Thorsdottir and Patrick the Ghost Vellner.
That's right.
R.I.P.
Patrick, the ghost of Ed Sheeran Vellner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're going to be going head to head for just for fun, I guess, since there's nothing on the line.
He's going to get murdered.
You think so?
Doesn't matter what it is. Annie Thorsdottir is so fit.
I think you might be onto something here. I think you might be onto something here.
Like, no offense, Pat.
Yes, I think you might be onto something here. But
Was Pat taking time off or something like that?
No, he's
No.
killing it. He's currently
he's-
fourth in the world.
yeah, he's
Okay.
just as good as he's ever been. It's just Annie is like next level shit. The
She
only
is good.
I'll tell you this. I think this 20.5 is gonna have muscle ups in it.
You think?
Yeah, and if that's the case, I think Pat's gonna take it.
Oh, but wait, we've not had either muscle ups or pull ups yet.
Correct. Or rowing.
Or wall ball.
wall ball.
Rowing can go fuck itself. I don't think that's going to be in there. But pull ups and muscle ups have to both be in this workout.
It'll be a repeat of that workout that started with the one muscle up. How many opens ago was that? What workout was that?
That
Where
was
you like
I
to
think
do
2015. It was like 7 muscle ups, and then
Yeah.
it was wall ball and double unders.
Yeah, that killed my open that year. I was like, well, I'm not going to go into the gym to have someone watch me not do a muscle up,
Yeah.
so I guess I'll just stop doing the open now.
And you were
that's
just like-
exactly what I did.
Right on the cusp of regionals at that point.
Yeah,
too.
well, I actually was registered that year. It was
Yeah.
one of the years where I was going to a gym and working and doing it. And it happened the 1 week. It was South by Southwest, but I was like committed in advance. Like, no, I'm doing the whole open this year. I'm doing it. So but even the South by week, I'll take a morning off. I'll go in, do the workout. And it happened to be the week where it was the muscle up. And so I decided, I'm not really going to take much time out of my South by schedule
Yeah.
to go there and not do a muscle up. So I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then I committed to that for all subsequent open workouts.
For that workout, does one even need to show up to the gym in order to have an authentically registered score?
No, I think
Yeah.
you can. I think you can put a 0 down wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
impressive.
That's true. You should
very strong.
have done that and just stuck with it.
Yeah.
I don't know about this workout. It started with 7 muscle ups.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
pretty metal.
Well, there was the workout.
Fuck you.
The variation. It was a workout. One of the most commonly repeated workouts in the open was this workout that started with Karen.
Mm-hmm.
It was 150 wall ball, and then it was 90 double unders, and then it was 30 muscle ups, and it was like a 12-minute AMRAP. So the best
wow.
scores were like getting deep into the second Karen.
Gross.
So
I think that's entirely possible.
for sure. So the second they repeated that I think twice, maybe even 3 times, but they used that combination a bunch of times. And one of the versions of that combination that they programmed was it was like 7 muscle ups, 40 wall ball, and like 60 double unders or something like that, or like 100 double unders. It was like some variation like that. So it started with the muscle ups for no fucking reason, by the way. Like the people who are really good at CrossFit, they're going to be able to do the muscle ups when they get there anyway. And the people who are shitty at CrossFit, they already hate themselves.
Yeah.
So
It's like the people who can't do a muscle up just don't get to participate. And that's why that was a poorly designed workout.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm
You
all
know-
about elitism.
elitism, yeah, that is what makes the CrossFit world go round.
And Alita, Battle Angel.
Oh, hell
Good
yeah.
movie.
But it's that's confidence in those kind of decisions is why that nothing has changed with the open, regional, or games process, and they've just continued to keep everything pointed in the same direction.
We were so close to having things change,
Yeah.
and some things did change.
You can't be wrong if you never look at the comments, dog.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big
You know,
Mhm.
I wouldn't even. I'm not even going to prescribe that. I'm going to say, you can't be wrong if your goal is to alienate people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it seems like occasionally that's kind of what's happening. You know,
Yeah.
when you bring back like a ridiculous standard, like the handstand push-up standard,
Mhm.
widely loathed,
Yeah.
absolutely ineffective,
Yeah.
and yet here we are having used that standard yet again in another
Mhm.
workout in the open.
But I noticed our buddy Jake Hepner had a actual score posted on that workout.
He fisted his way through that workout. Yeah, he fisted that workout so hard. Yeah, that workout loved it. I mean,
Did
both
he
fist.
actually stand up on his fists or
Yeah, he
something?
did, yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Now the worry is that he's gonna have some sort of penalty because he has a target on his back. I mean, he's
Yeah.
been very vocal about that standard to the point where at the games this past year, Castor actually pulled him out of the crowd not the crowd, like the athlete corral at some point, and measured his forearm in front of everybody, in front of all the other athletes to try and like prove his point. So he clearly took it personally, and has had that on his mind for years.
What was
But
the outcome of that?
The outcome of that was Jake being like, it's not about the forearm measurement alone, bro. This is geometry. There's multiple pieces at work here, and it has to do with the ratio of my forearm to my upper arm to the rest of my goddamn body.
But in fairness to Dave Castro, it doesn't directly affect Brooke Wells, so it shouldn't really be an issue.
I think you're right. That's true.
I mean, it's not like other really terrible decisions that we wouldn't want to have, like having sprints or something where people have to stay in their lanes, or any kind of thing that could cause unintended negative consequences for Brooke Wells. We wouldn't want that. But if Jacob Heppner's anatomy literally doesn't fit the standard, then, well,
yeah,
we can't make everybody happy.
That's
Listen,
true.
we have certain priorities. Find the fittest on earth. Get Brooke Wells to the games. If we can do both of those things, then we can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going to happen with Heppner's score on 20.3. However, they have been very consistent with announcing the penalties. Thank you very much. The Wednesday nights, late on Wednesday nights. So they usually release it the night before they announce the following workout. But it takes 2 weeks. So that's why tomorrow night we'll hear the 20.3.
Yeah.
Which is going to be interesting because honestly, I thought that workout had a lot of really questionable situations going on a lot of different workouts for a lot of different people.
Plus, if someone
wild.
places the camera really far away,
Which
it
they have
gives them a
to.
time to be able to assess the global amount of fitness and work that was available in their workout, as opposed to like individual reps or any of those things that don't matter.
Did you see the video that I put up on this?
No.
So-
I'm still fixated on the Brooke Wells Jacob Heppner thing.
Of course,
from
no.
2
Keep
years
it going.
ago.
I actually did. I put the workout, like I filmed the part of the workout that I knew I was going to be able to do, and then I put a camera, like my nice camera, the camera that we're streaming this on right now. I put that where you would have to if you were going to film both the handstand push-up portion and the handstand walk portion, and my body turned into like a 4-pixel square in the middle of the screen that you could tell literally nothing about. Like hips open, who fucking knows? Heels over the line,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, the angels will tell you it's totally fine. Nothing matters here. Yeah, that workout's a disaster. I'm very curious to see exactly what ends up happening with the video review process. Speaking of the video review process, Cedric Lapointe, that's how you pronounce his name, by the way. He got a major penalty on the first workout, 20.1, for not opening up all the way at the top of his snatches. And he appealed it, and that major penalty that he had knocked him like way out of qualifying round.
Yeah.
He appealed it, and they overturned the original decision.
Oh,
shit.
really?
They went from a 230
Huh.
to a 5-second penalty. So a major penalty to a very minor penalty.
Wow. So
So
things
I
are
don't-
getting rectified.
Things
if you
are,
appeal.
yeah. I mean, I guess the appeal worked, and now that's actually one of the things that I'm curious about. We talked about this briefly at some point, or I talked about this workout.
What does the appeal look like? It's just like, does he just like
That's-
point at his video with more emphasis?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, what did
He dresses
say?
up like Brooke Wells,
Right. What
and
did
then he puts on little white shorts.
I don't know what he said.
And he does like a Bugs Bunny routine, like when Elmer Fudd would be around, and like he would like run behind a tree, and he would come out, and he was like a girl bunny, and he would do like a whole act,
And Bugs would be like,
and he would
"I
like
wanna
he would trick him
fuck you
immediately.
so hard. Come here.
But Elmer
How's that
Fudd,
Bowie's voice?
yes, exactly. But Elmer Fudd, despite the fact that he knew that it was Bugs, but it was clearly Bugs Bunny dressed as a woman, but it still worked on him. So my thought is, dress as Brooke Wells.
Yeah, I
Put
honestly,
on, and then it's like a whole, but it could be like there could be like the whole romp. It could be a whole like whimsical thing where like he's dressed as Brooke Wells, and like Dave Castro's kind of like floating when
And then you, like,
like
slide-
hearts
yeah, yeah.
around, and he's like
and you put like the hole, and like
Yeah.
it's like a picture of like a tunnel, but it's not actually a tunnel; it's just the side of the mountain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, you
I
can
get
just
it.
get where I'm going.
mixing stuff together.
No, I
It's-
think
it's
that's
whatever.
about the same world right
Kill
there.
the wabbit.
So yeah, I have no idea what his appeal was.
I just pictured it being like the Drake meme, where the Drake's like pointing. He's like, "Yeah, that one," and then like, "No, that one." The first one, the first square
Yeah.
is him doing a good rep with his hips open at the top of a snatch, and then the second pick is that same pick, and Drake is picking both of those.
Yes, I get it.
And that
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
He's like, what
That
spot
might
the
have,
difference?
that might very well have been it. I honestly I can't think of anything that would have changed their mind. So whatever it was, it worked, and I hope that he releases like an ebook, like $60, how to reverse video review appeal that didn't go your way.
Yes.
By Cedric Lapointe. It's gonna be great.
I mean, good for him, because I watched his video and they all seem legit to me.
I thought there was some questionable reps in there,
But it's like,
but how many, right? And like, how do you exactly quantify that?
230.
And at what point do you justify a 2.5 minute?
He might have just gone through frame by frame and analyzed every single rep and said, no, these 5 are no good, but the rest are all good. Minor penalty.
I
could
think
be
that's
possibly
entirely
it,
possible.
yeah.
I think that is entirely
I
possible.
mean, when
because-
you're competing to go to the games.
yeah, he's now back in striking distance for GameSpot.
Yeah.
You know, I came up with a suggestion for this review process to give the athletes getting dinged a rebuttal, not like necessarily an appeal situation, but like a rebuttal situation where it's like you have to do the workout again. You have 24 hours to submit it, and it has to be within whatever window of the time that you submitted with good reps. And if that's the case, then the slower of the times or the worse of the scores is the one that we add in. We don't give you a major penalty. And actually I can see why people wouldn't want to do that. A lot of people are like, don't give them another chance to do the workout. But it's like, this is their opportunity to go to the CrossFit Games. Doing the workout like a 4th time isn't going to be a benefit to them. It's not going to help them at all. And you're talking about doing it again like the day before they have to do the next week's open workout. They're like completely fucked. It's like, it's not a positive in any way, shape, or form, except it gives them at least a little bit of an opportunity to like fight back and like show that they can actually do the
workout.
thing
Yeah,
as
yeah,
opposed to,
God, could you imagine going 20.3 into 20.4? You'd be fucked.
you'd be completely fucked.
Your lower back's brick.
You'd be like, I just deadlifted this 180 times. I can't walk. But you want me to what? Clean and jerk it? Okay. Chase, how did 20.4 go for you, buddy?
Ah, man, 20.4 was that was a doozy. No, it was a good one. It was it didn't feel like an open workout. Did you guys do 20.4?
I did not.
There's no
Kyle hasn't done an open workout
there's
since
no
that muscle
point
one.
in that workout that feels like you're doing like an intense CrossFit workout. Like none whatsoever. You're basically doing, I would equate it to like, have you ever had to walk to the top floor of like, say, a 20-story building?
And how hard it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any stairs, really.
No,
20
just
steps.
literally that
Okay.
movement over and over. That's what you're going to do for the first 10 minutes of this workout.
Yeah.
What
Is-
Chase is saying is that he is so tall that a 24-inch step up is the same height as a regular step, an ADA compliant step for the rest of us human beings.
Yeah, man. It's just like monotonous, boring, and it's like low volume barbell cycling. It doesn't get exciting until you get to like 225-pound bar.
Yeah.
And even that's kind of like, all right, this is boring, and now I got to do pistols. And then 275 is pretty exciting. And in 315, I couldn't lock it out, but I hit the clean. I hit all power cleans for this workout.
Dude, you just fucking unzipped and laid it down on the table.
And it wasn't because I was like trying to show off and do power cleans. It's literally because my legs decided around the 185, 225-pound bar, they're like, we're not going to catch you if you squat.
Yeah.
Like, you can do pistols, that's cool, and you can do these box step-ups, but if you throw weight on top of us, I swear to God, dude, we're going to bury you
It's
right
the
here on
last
the
squat
spot.
you do in that workout.
That's the last squat you do, period.
Your first squat clean in that workout is the last squat you do in that workout. God hopes that you don't have any fucking pistols left.
Spine right out the asshole.
I felt like this workout was specifically written for Dan Bailey, just as like a sign to be like, you're fucking done, old man. Like, they're like, what caused him to blow out his knee? Oh yeah, like high reps at a low weight squat, below parallel, and then like fast turnover burpees into a max clean and jerk. They're like, yeah, let's do that again to him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
What parts of his body are bionic? His knees and his shoulders? What if we made him do a very heavy clean and jerk at the end of a very tiring leg workout?
Yeah, super sick. Dude, the DOMs from this workout were so unreal.
Really?
Well, okay, so
I
if you
didn't get
did
very
all the
far,
pistols,
so-
and if you did all the pistols in this workout, you know what I'm talking about.
I did literally half the pistols you did.
Like Saturday, I did it on Friday. Saturday, I was pretty crippled. I was like, man, my fucking quads hurt. My quads hurt immediately after on Friday. I was like, this is a bad sign. Like, I have strong legs. I do a lot of air bike or assault bike workouts with my quads cramping, but this was just different. It was like middle of the thigh, and it literally just felt like it was going to explode. And then I was like, well, you know, it's sore now. It'll probably be sore Saturday, and I'll probably be okay on Sunday. Sunday, woke up and I was like, no, I'm still broke, dog.
And yet
then-
you did it again on Monday.
yeah, Monday it still hurt, and then I decided I was going to try to go for this effing 315 clean and jerk, and did it again.
Dude.
The second time's way better though. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah?
nearly as sore today. I think the only antidote for the soreness in your quads is to do 90 more pistols at a high speed.
So now what happens if you just keep doing that workout every 3 days for the rest of your life?
You'll be the fittest man on earth.
I
Clearly.
imagine you'll have some big fucking quads,
I imagine you would.
like deformed quads.
This workout got us a few really interesting results on the leaderboard as well.
Yeah.
On the women's side, number 1 score in the world, 11 minutes and 8 seconds.
Holy shit.
Correct.
Who's that?
Sasha Nievas from Argentina. And right behind her with 11:11, Sarah Sigmundsdottir.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And
Sarah's
behind
killing
them,
it this year.
like a minute and a half behind them is third place.
Wow.
Wow is right.
What were the
Whoa,
other
a minute
people
and a half.
doing?
I think they were napping.
11-11?
I actually have a video. I have like a commentary video over Nievas's 11:08, and it's absurd. Like, it's as fast as it sounds, but watching it is unreal. It's fucking crazy.
Are they all touch and go? Like, what's going on?
She doubles the first one at 175, which is the 270. She does a double
yeah. That's
at
pretty
this
sick.
at her on her first 2 reps at 175, and then her like recovery. Like, I think she does the 145 bar. She does all 10 of those reps in under 40 seconds. Correct. That is the correct look. she fucking annihilates the workout. It's like, it's not even fair. It's not even fair. It's like faster than I would do the same weights.
I
Is
feel
how
like
quickly she's doing
I
it.
feel like if you're strong enough, there's literally nothing on this workout that would hold you back.
I agree.
Like, you should have a ludicrous time.
I agree.
It's
Ludicrous.
it's all about how close you can stay to the barbell.
Luda. Yeah, that was pretty bananas. On the men's side, Canadian gentle giant Jeffrey Adler.
Yeah.
Not a giant at all, by the way.
No,
Not
he's-
a large man.
He looks like Matt Fraser, but
He's
clean
like,
shaven.
it's like 170 pounds, I think. Maybe, I don't know what that is in Canadian pounds, but he has the top time by like a minute and a half. on
Really?
This workout.
What's
Yeah.
with these gaps? Makes no sense.
It's absurd. It's just crazy fitness. That dude's here to fuck, and he's ready to go. Like, I don't know what else to say. He's just getting after it. But
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. And then the Greek guy, Lefteris Theophanidis.
Is that how you say it for sure?
I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. And he's in first place worldwide overall, guys. Matt Fraser is not even basically within striking distance at this point of winning the Open, because there's just too much of a gap between him and Lefteris Theophanidis. And he's been and
So
the
what-
Greek guy has been very, very consistent.
Do you think the Greek guy gets a penalty for his 20.3?
Absolutely.
You think it's going to happen?
I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
What happened in this 20.3?
So, remember all like the calculus that you have to do for measuring your 20.3? His measurements were very questionable. I think
Okay.
is a really good way of describing it.
Interesting.
In that, like, it's filmed, and then some of the measurements aren't filmed. Like, he'll stand with his back against the wall, and the guy will like put his index finger like kind of sort of where the top of his head is, but like you don't really know. And then the camera will like move and come back, and it's like the middle finger.
Dude, it looks like a
Oh,
perfect
wow.
case of like institutionalized cheating. Like, this guy might not even know that he cheated.
Well, he
It's
is-
just his team around him is just like, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, definitely.
He is Greek, so
Yeah, there's there's that.
Hey.
And then on top of that, by the way, the thing that really like was surprising for me was they did the forearm measurement, and his forearm measurement was like minimum 34. Like minimum 34 because of the angle of the camera. Maybe it was like 35, 36, but like minimum it was like elbow to the tip of his like big knuckle was minimum 34, and yet they used 16 centimeters, which is less than half. That is not the correct mathematics. You're supposed to use half of your.
That would be 32.
Correct. Correct. And
I'm
32,
really good at math. It's gotten
32
better.
is fucking clearly in like the middle of his hand.
Huh.
So it's a really weird. And then he saw this. So I posted this on Instagram.
Why'd you say that
thinking-
like a thought?
Well, I posted it on Instagram. Got a lot
Might
of
delete
likes and
it. Felt
stuff.
cute. Might delete later.
And he saw it. Understandably, not very happy about it. Not very happy about being called out.
Did he have a retort?
As he did.
Yeah,
he
dog.
went onto his Instagram and he posted a video of him measuring his other forearm, and it still wasn't 32.
So
And I was like, "What are you doing?
what
This
is
doesn't
actually
help you, bro."
showcased in this video that he was so eager to
He
post?
was like, I've never had to prove myself like this before, or been questioned like this before, but here's the measurement in case you needed more proof. And I was like, dude, you're like flexing your wrist back, and you still don't hit 32 centimeters.
It's like, we didn't argue that you can't squeeze your forearm. It's like reverse dick measuring here. It's like anyone could
I start from the back of my head, by the way. That's-
Exactly. It's like if I wanted to assert that my dick was 2 inches long, I could make that happen somehow. But, the game is the other way.
Yeah, it was questionable. It was questionable.
Yeah.
It was
Question
questionable.
it.
It was questionable.
Chase couldn't make that
It
happen.
was clear.
No.
That's all I'm telling you. Chase couldn't make that happen at all. No.
No. How do you take 12 inches off of your dick size? I don't even know how
It's
that's
impossible.
possible.
I know
don't
it's
how
impossible. It's like if you ever tried to put like a whole sleeping bag back into that little bag that they give you for the sleeping bag, and you're just stuffing it in
It's
there.
like putting toothpaste
Yeah.
back into the tube.
It's you can't do it.
It's gone.
You
It's
can't
already
do
out.
it.
We already know.
It's like the little jar with the peanuts and the springy snakes come out and
That's
surprise
right.
you. It's like that. Try putting those springy snakes back in there. Well, I guess those ones fit, but that's part of the fun.
I
What
will
if those
say,
were just one use? Hey, sorry, go ahead.
I
Jeff.
will say, if the CrossFit Games became a battle royale to the death, my money would be on LT for sure.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't say Sam Dancer is because Sam Dancer is like too loving and caring, and he probably wouldn't I don't know, kill anybody.
But Sam Dancer's testosterone level is fucking huge right now.
Huge, big stonks. But yeah, LT. Have you guys seen this dude?
No.
God, he's like a Greek god.
He is.
Is this the guy? Is this the
Yeah,
Greek guy from the post?
Yeah, Theophanidis. He's Lefteris Theophanidis. He is jacked, bro.
Yeah, super
He's,
jacked.
he looks like Achilles.
Like
Yeah.
cartoon level.
He has cartoon level jacked. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know any of those pieces of information about him, but he looks like a cartoon.
Well, we know one thing: his forearm is definitely not 32 centimeters long.
There's no chance in hell that his forearm is 32 centimeters long.
Yeah, we know that. We have empirical evidence provided by him that it is not the
He
case.
literally made our argument for us by providing us with all the evidence we need.
We should double down on this and make a T-shirt stat. It's a screenshot of him measuring on the front.
This ain't it, Chief. No, I have no idea. The thing is, like, what was really upsetting to me? Not really upsetting. I could not give a shit less. What was the most like sort of interesting thing about this to me is like he clearly doesn't need to shave any of his measurements down.
Yeah.
He's so fucking fit. He's like out of this world fitness. He finished 20.4 in 15 minutes flat. It was like the fourth fastest time in the world.
Yeah.
He's clearly one of the fittest guys on the planet.
That's dummy speed.
That is dummy speed. And still there's like this weird shenanigans happening. Maybe there's like a misunderstanding. I can give him benefit of the doubt, but this is again one of those situations where I think my fucking solution works. Well, what if he's just really bad at math? What if he doesn't know what half of 34 is?
You were in Greece. Do they strike you as a land of mathematicians?
Do they
Is
strike
that
you
their
as
speciality?
do they strike you as people who really like exhaustively worked out all their calculations in advance?
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, they didn't do that for that workout or banks. They both of those things they fucked up.
There's a large
Both
problem at
things.
hand here.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
go
shit.
ask Germany about
They
it.
just think they're right. I had no idea.
Jesus. Yeah,
It's
Jesus.
like basically our relationship to LT is like Germany's relationship to Greece. They're like, yeah, no, we heard you, but You just confirmed everything that we said about you.
And there's not been a good Greek mathematician since Archimedes there. It's been that long, really.
That's a good point.
He was like, this place sucks. I'm going to screw. And he gets out of there. Get it? Archimedes screw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one got it.
You see, the
Everyone's feelings
Archimedes
are hurt.
screw
Go
was
on.
invented by Archimedes, a way to raise water, which is very important because if you can raise water vertically, you can move water across a tremendous distance because you can raise it up and therefore it can travel via an aqueduct, miles. So it's a screw inside of a tube, and then as it turns, it raises the water up. Archimedes screw.
What a genius.
There you go.
Man, we should name stuff after that guy.
Sure, yeah, we can.
Is screwing
that
named
one-
after him?
Yes, that's his middle name was Scroovius. Archimedes Scroovius Johnson. And unfortunately, Archimedes Scroovius Johnson, he originally called it the Johnson, but everyone thought that was vulgar, so they said, fine, we'll call it a screw.
Listen, Archie, we can't name this thing after your dick. So
That's-
can we come up with a different name for it?
And he's like, I'm trying, but there's just so much sleeping bag, I can't stuff it all back in there.
Yeah, so
Full circle jokes here.
there we
There
are.
you go.
That's a callback, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We got plenty of those. But I think that there's probably going to be some repercussions for his measurement. I don't know if he deserves like a major penalty, but there definitely needs to be something needs to fucking happen. By the way, someone sent me a screenshot of after me posting that on Instagram, the ratio of like accepted videos to like not accepted videos on the official like leaderboard judging page went like crazy out of whack to like not accept. I was like, I have power?
Yeah.
Did I do that? I might have done that, guys.
It's Arm and Hammer bump.
What are you going to do with all that power, Armin? Wielding this mighty, mighty power.
I don't know. Keep making dick jokes about Johnsons and Scroovius.
You're supposed to just snap your fingers. Snap various Mediterranean athletes out of existence. Italian athletes, Greek athletes.
Can we talk about Sam Dancer for a second?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I love Sam Dancer.
Same.
Yes.
And he posted this thing on his Instagram about...
Changing his own plates for 20.4. Yes, this is important.
He said,
Mm-hmm.
got lots of men asking me about how I naturally got my testosterone from 50 to 1,000 and heal Hashimoto's. What is Hashimoto's?
What?
I don't know what
Hashimoto's
Hashimoto's
disease.
What is that?
Oh.
It's some sort of disease that
Jamie, look that
is
up.
rare-ish,
No?
but
Is
I
there no
don't
Jamies here?
remember.
I'm gonna look it up.
Cliff, was this his eye thing? Is that what you're talking about? What?
Hashimoto's? No, it's just I've heard that.
What is the context here?
He says he raised his testosterone from 50 to 1,000 and healed Hashimoto's.
Oh, okay.
Chase, what do we got?
Hashimoto's disease is a condition in which your immune system attacks your thyroid, a small gland at the base of your neck below your Adam's apple. You guys didn't know where that was. It's also known as chronic lymphatic thyroiditis. It often leads to underactive thyroid gland. So yeah.
I have
It's
no idea.
primarily affects middle-aged women, but can also occur in men and women of any age and in children.
Damn, dude. That's savage. Well, Sam Dancer is a Minotaur.
Yes,
And
correct.
happily seems to be doing really well right
Yep.
now. He suggests some recommendations. Find the right foods. Don't skip meals or cut calories.
So upset that you're stealing my bit.
A food allergy. You want to read it through?
No.
A food allergy test can be helpful in eliminating foods your body doesn't currently like. Eat slow and chew your food.
Cool.
Huge.
Avoid
Do not
processed
have
foods.
me come and do the Heimlich for you.
Avoid processed foods like sugar, dairy, and flour. Hydrate by drinking a minimum of half your body weight of water in ounces.
I have a feeling it's going to take a left turn here at
It
some
will.
point.
It's better.
He recommends, by the way, restructured reverse osmosis water with some sort of alkalizing.
I was gonna
mineral.
I was gonna ask about the alkalization
Yeah.
of the water. So that's the thing. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the alkalization?
No.
Consume fluids at least 20 minutes before eating.
Oh, there's more.
Don't eat and drink at the same time.
Yeah.
If you do drink if you drink coffee, make sure you have a meal first.
Yes. Which, by the way, I know we're heading somewhere else, but isn't it weird that he talks about? He had a whole post months ago about not drinking water and eating food at the same time. I don't know. Continue.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's worth addressing.
There
at
is
some
worth
point.
addressing. He talks about make the sun your first and last light you see.
Mm-hmm.
If you must use devices, make sure you have blue blockers. Don't breathe out of your mouth. Don't be a mouth breather.
Yeah. He's reading that Laird Hamilton, that Wim Hof. That's what
Yeah,
he's getting on.
yeah. Don't watch the news or TV shows with violence or murder.
Yep. I'm with you.
Read a book. Eat, move, be healthy.
Wait, does does Sam Dancer not know about the whole Jeffrey Epstein scandal?
I mean, Jeffrey
is
Epstein
he checked
definitely did not kill himself. Supplements. He recommends Shilajit.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit's
Digestive-
expensive.
It's
dog.
that's shocking because like out of the gate, no idea what that supplement is.
You don't know
And
what
I
Shilajit
don't
is?
know what
Shilajit
Oh,
is
dude.
Himalayan mud.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
But
I want it already.
but it-
Give it to me.
So we have some products at Cellucor that have it in
Mhm,
it,
yeah.
and it's supposedly like the real deal. Like the product that we have it in,
But what does
is
it do?
$200. It's supposed to like boost your testosterone,
Like
a natural
testosterone
testosterone booster.
Yeah.
I want empirical
I.e.
double-blind studies on all of this.
I.e., it's supposed to like help all the precursors for testosterone.
That's right.
word.
Lay off the pharmaceuticals, tobacco, and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Do yoga, and retain your semen.
Yoga?
You missed the main point.
Might I add something to
So
this?
let's retain your semen.
That's
I think
right.
we buried
Okay.
the lead there.
Semen retention
Semen
is the
retention
exact
is very
word.
important. However, might I add, if you do not already follow Ravi Chandar, raw_of_earth on Instagram, might I use whatever small amount of influence I have on your day-to-day behavior to suggest that you go follow Ravi Chandar. He's my buddy Ronnie Teasdale. Used to be a very good CrossFitter.
Used to be.
Yeah, now he has changed his entire ways and become Ravi Chandar.
I was like legitimately listening to. I was like, "Oh, Ravi Chandar." I'll look him, and then I was like,
should.
"Oh," and now I'm putting my phone down.
Oh no, you should follow him because
Yeah,
many of these things are very similar to what Ravi talks about.
Yes.
But Ravi adds yet
I'm not sure I
another.
can take it seriously.
Now,
if you keep calling him that.
Does Ravi
Raw.
still rock the jean shorts?
He does.
Okay.
He does. Jean shorts, not much else.
Yeah.
So the name.
Unicycle,
Okay.
dearth baths, as in literally just rubs dirt on his body to bathe himself.
Like a
That's great.
pigeon.
Like a pigeon. His most recent thing is also probably the thing that is most sort of kind of connected to some of the things that Sam's talking about, because really it's a slippery slope, right?
It's a slippery slope, man. You go chasing testosterone, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, you're shooting up exogenous semen.
Yeah, man, you're not. Jesus Christ.
I've gone down that supplement
You know,
rabbit hole. Don't chase that dragon, Sam Dancer.
one
You don't want
day-
to chase that dragon.
One day you're not eating and drinking at the same time. The next day, you're retaining your semen. And then the day after that, you're doing what Ra tells you to do, which is to sun your butthole. What? Yes.
okay.
Yes, I'm so glad you guys haven't seen this.
I
film.
like that this is real. I was about to say, and you got to make sure that whenever you jerk off, you can't blink until you climax. But yours was funnier.
Sun your butthole.
It's very important to sun your butthole.
What?
You
What
need
does it
to-
do?
You basically get
Yeah.
naked
Uh-huh.
and you lay down on your back and you do like happy baby
And you spread
and
it.
you point your butthole at the sun.
Cool. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Does the butthole just not get enough vitamin D? On the
It's
daily?
like doing a-
the butthole definitely doesn't get enough vitamin D.
It's it's like doing a cam show for God. Guys, if we can get to 500 coins, you get a show.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Oh, guys, I've got like 20 more minutes. I want to get to 400.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Oh, where did his Instagram go? I don't know where his Instagram is.
Sun
I
Ra.
love how the joke.
Ravi, you are my son and the one true king. Oh my God, it's his asshole. Why would you point that at a cloud?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
man. I don't know.
Yeah. Ra loves sunning his butthole. Big fan of butthole sunning. And you know what? Look, he
What are the
looks
purported-
really healthy. So whatever he's doing is working.
I need to know the purported benefits of the butthole sunning.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this video of him and his three friends sunning their buttholes at the same time.
Now, if we were to talk about his amazing physical condition, I mean, obviously he has an Instagram, a lot of shirtless pics. If we had to weigh like naturally high metabolism versus butthole sunning, which one do we think led to that six pack? Like, just if we were to weight them,
I
just so
can-
we can prioritize them.
I'm telling you right now, it's the butthole sunning.
Because I'll be honest, if I could like eat sandwiches and sun my butthole and like lose
like
weight
that?
and look like that, I would fucking do that for. I would do that for like hours a day. I mean, I do other things that are less productive. So, I mean, if it works, I'm open to it. That's
Here
what
we
I'm
go.
saying.
You know,
Butthole sunning. It's just
Mm-hmm.
literally a video of him and 3 of his buddies going out to sun their buttholes. He doesn't
Dope.
really talk about.
Is he going to climb that pyramid and get on top of the pyramid to sun his butthole?
I think he might.
That seems very
I
Aztecian.
think he might be
of
doing
him.
that. But yeah, he also talks about. You know what? Just go look up Ra himself. Ra _ Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I-
his religion is, but I want to follow it.
He is his religion, and we should all follow it.
I started unfollowing Ronnie Teasdale right around the time where he was like, "Yeah, so I just stare at the sun directly for like
That
an
is true.
hour."
That is true. He actually recommended to me that I sun gaze
Yeah.
with my other brown eyes.
Okay.
These
The-
ones.
your baby browns.
My actual, my baby
Yeah.
browns.
So it's-
My browns.
It's interesting to hear that his progression has went from his 2 eyes to quite possibly maybe his 3rd eye.
It's just
Yes.
really nice. It's just very important to get vitamin D to different parts of your body, specifically.
If you could shine enough light up your butt, could you shoot lasers out of your eyes?
I think that's how it goes. Actually,
Yeah,
and if you shine enough light in your eyes, you can shoot lasers out your butt.
Well, if you retain
Well,
your
that-
semen long enough and sun your butthole long enough, you can shoot.
You know what's
anything out of
really
your eyes.
fascinating to me about this is the fact that there is a lot of men who hear this and are like, "That's what I'm missing." I'm fucking returning the convertible Porsche I bought last week, and I'm gonna go sun my goddamn butthole.
That's part of why we did. That's part of why I've avoided even looking into certain health-related things, especially back when I was super obsessive about it.
because
up until
you,
like a
you
year ago.
fall for a bunch of
Oh,
shit.
100%. Like it was when we got back from shooting a very, very famous wrestler. I don't think that doesn't matter, but he's a Olympic world team member, etc. But he's just doing all sorts of stuff. The blue light stuff. He wears the goggles, sleeps under a red lamp, ties a copper wire around his bed that goes out his window and into the earth to keep
Grounding.
him electrically grounded.
Yeah, it's very important.
Walks barefoot everywhere. It's all into the supplements and all of that other kind of stuff. And as silly as it sounds, I don't even want to like pierce the veil of like, why no blue light? Because the moment I do, my brain's gonna start going that way, and I'm gonna be like, you know what the problem is? It's all this fucking blue light in this room. That's why I'm bummed out. And then I'm gonna start staring at the sun and pointing my asshole at it, and it's a slippery fucking slope. And it also,
whenever
and
you're
it
pointing your
also,
asshole at the sun.
listen, it's a slippery slope, and I'm also worried that it could get out of hand.
Because that's not out of hand.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, sorry. I
you get
have
it.
that time set aside to set my
Yes.
butthole on fire
Now we
with the
know
sun.
why the sun was screaming in that Rick
Yeah.
and Morty episode.
We can see a lot from up there.
We can all agree, Kyle, your butthole is a slippery slope.
Yes, that's where I was getting, and only Cliff got it. You see,
I see what you're doing there.
Cliff got it.
The marketing is amazing, isn't it? Marketing is
Yeah.
amazing. Convince people to. They really commit. There's like many steps before you sun your butthole, right? Because
Just the one. You take off your pants.
at one point, at some point, if you're just not bought in enough, you just end up, having this sort of self-realization as you're on your back, pointing your butthole at the sun, thinking to yourself, "What?
I think that
I have
How
parents.
bad's that first sunburn, by
My
the way?
parents love me."
you've crossed so many thresholds before you get to the butthole pointed at
That's
the
right.
sun that you have to be so fucking into what the sun is doing for you that you're like, how do I get this deeper into my body?
I'm so into you.
Like
Give it to me,
if
son.
you're walking around every morning, you're smoking a joint, you're conserving your semen, you're
Retaining,
you're
not
retaining your
conserving,
semen,
please.
you're making sure that your food and your water are coming nowhere near each other. You're taking all the right steps, is what I'm trying to say. If you're taking all the right steps, but then you're walking around and you're like, all this vitamin D, it's hitting my face, my arms, my nipples, my chest, my shoulders, my thighs, my shins, my knees, my toes. Could I do more? And when you start asking yourself those questions, it's really, asking the right questions is the first step to finding the right answers.
He also suggests drinking your own urine.
Well, that is so. I've considered drinking my own urine years ago. I haven't tried it yet, but that is old hat at this point.
Yeah.
Like
there's
everyone-
there's a whole lot of good stuff on there.
Oh, yeah.
But
You could just pee in your butt.
There
Now
you
we're
go.
talking.
There you go. Like an Ouroboros, the snake who eats his own tail. That's
I don't think there's a benefit in peeing in your own butt, but I think it is a bragging point there, certainly, because if you can pee in your butt, that says something
Yes.
about you.
Wait, you guys
Yes.
don't pee in your own butts?
Yes. Well, it means you have a big dick or you have good aim and know how to make gravity work for you.
That fucking sentence. I hate everything about that fucking sentence. I don't think there's any benefit to peeing in your own butt.
But we're unable to. Well, I mean, it's not about benefit. Like, is skateboarding an efficient way of getting around? No, but you enjoy the endeavor, and so it's worth it.
We are losing viewers. Just
I like how we.
I'm not sorry. That was amazing.
Yes,
I'm not sorry at all. Damn it. That's
I like how we take a lot of shots at a bunch of people up top, and they're like, let's listen deeper into this podcast, see if these guys can back up their claims, and like pivot buttholes the rest of the time.
yeah. We might have spent more time talking about buttholes than we did about CrossFit right there, and
that's
you're
all right.
better for it. So you're very welcome, everybody. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pivot yet again to post open because the open is going to be over soon. It's gonna
Hey,
be over.
regional season
Yeah.
begins.
That's right. That's right. Regional season begins.
Ouch.
Rest in peace, regionals. I'm going to be in Ireland. Actually, Katie and I are both going to Ireland. She's coming with.
No, speaking of which, before we get to Ireland, we really have our last couple months here to hold our own 2019 regionals. We've been talking about 2019 regionals for a very long time. The Open has happened. I think it's time. I mean, we have the remainder of November and December to do our own hashtag regionals 2019. I mean, why not? Let's get all the athletes who want to pay for their own travel to Austin, Texas together, and we'll hold our own hashtag regionals 2019.
I could literally hold a competition at my household.
called hashtag regionals 2019.
Is
Two
there
peeps
anything
at a time.
stopping a sanction event from being called regionals?
I mean, no. It
Because
needs to be
if
called
not-
Regionals 2019 forever. That's the important thing. Is
Welcome
that
to the 2022
Yeah, yeah.
CrossFit 2019 regionals.
yes, and it'll catch on. More athletes will get in on it, and eventually we'll have separate awards, like the fittest Beth, for instance.
It's regionals, but it's in one spot.
That's right. It's regionals for the fourth year in a
Yes.
row, being held in Chase Long's garage.
Hell yeah.
That's the only sectional I'm interested in. Is one that just goes on. It's a sectional in every other way. Not sectional. What are they called again?
Sanctional.
Sanctionals. There we go. Trademark.
Should have kept that trademark. Could have made
But
back by this point.
hashtag 2019, hashtag regionals 2019.
It's okay.
That should be the
CrossFit
name
pays me
forever.
enough. That's not a big deal.
That's right.
Fucking chill.
Shell.
Yeah. So post open, and I'm curious, Chase Long,
Yeah.
what are your post open goals / plans? You going to any sanctionals or what?
Yeah, dog. Yeah. So the the plan right now is to take a team and go qualify for the Mid Atlantic Challenge. That is in March, right? April. Do you know about these dates, CrossFit guy?
Mid Atlantic Challenge is usually April.
Whenever that is. Try to qualify for it. Go compete. Fucking throw down. And then the other goal is to qualify for the Granite Games. Last year we had a team and we were qualified, but just some scheduling conflicts made it to where we couldn't make it out there. So the goal this year is to make sure that we all know when the competition is happening and we're all ready to go.
Step
and we
one.
have saved up funds to go do it. So that's the plan. Those two, we're going to shoot for those because I think those are, least likely for us to run into Rich Froning.
It's important.
Yes.
Granite Games is actually announcing, I think, tomorrow where they're moving the competition to.
Oh, they're moving.
Any chance
right.
that it's not in Granite City, Minnesota?
St. Cloud?
St. Cloud?
I don't know. I think there's a good chance it's not in St. Cloud, but that's what I thought last year too.
And it was
ended up
there.
being in St. Cloud again.
Are they moving into a bigger venue? Did they lose the old venue?
The problem is that, St. Cloud is not the largest city. It's just a little college town outside,
And it's
like
a
couple.
bitch to travel into.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half outside of the Twin Cities. So getting out there is a little bit of a pain. And on top of that, Granite Games is such a huge event. They sell out
All the hotels.
every hotel room, every Airbnb room, all the inventory for like 15 square miles.
Effed.
Yeah, so it
I
ends
think
up.
we should attract it to the great city of Austin. That's what we should do. Granite Games now here in Austin,
But we
Texas.
need to give it
also
a more,
held at Chase's garage.
need to give it a more metal rebrand, not Granite Games, Obsidian Games.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of badass.
That is
That's pretty
actually
badass.
really
Sit-
badass.
Can we start the Obsidian Games here in Austin? Actually, that would work more for Hawaii,
Yeah.
though, right? Hawaii, like volcanic glass.
Obsidian is good anywhere.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's
true.
associated with killing White Walkers primarily.
This
It's
is
Those
true.
Dragon Glass games.
Dragon
It's
Glass.
called a Dragon Glass.
Dragon
Yeah.
ass games. I'm
Don't call
fucking
it
up.
Dragon Glass. Obsidian.
Yeah.
It's a cool
It's a
word
good-
and a
it's a
cool
cool
rock.
word.
It's my favorite rock.
That's
It's the
the
most
rock.
metal of rocks.
So
That's the rock that rocked the most.
Yes.
that's the plan, man. We yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel good about it. As long as our other female is healthy enough to compete by then. But I think
Nice.
she will be.
So, are you crushing it in the Open this year?
I'm doing pretty good. It's my best Open to date. My score hasn't been validated for 20.4. Shout out CrossFit Karu. Shout out Jess Estrada. So I don't know where I'm at currently.
We put her
after
on the
this
live
week.
watch along, and she refuses to validate our scores.
F, man.
Unbelievable.
But after last week, I think I was like 800 and something in the world, and
Shit. I really got to get on that belt, that championship belt
top-
for you.
what 400, top 300 in the U.S. I think.
Not bad, dude.
I don't remember, but it was something like that.
Pretty fit. Are you
I
the
was in the
fittest
top
in
1,000.
Texas?
That's awesome.
I'm not the fittest in Texas.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that's right. Travis Williams lives here.
Travis Williams
And
lives
so does
here.
Rory Camboa.
And Roy
God,
Gamboa.
Texas is so big.
I was actually, I think I was
a big
like
place.
20th on the
What?
Texas
You're
leaderboard.
telling me there are 19 fitter men in Texas?
I tell you, man.
God,
Sons of bitches.
fitness is bullshit. How's that possible?
Hey, after that first week though, I was up there.
Yeah, you did crush it that first week.
Texas
Man.
is a big place, though.
Yeah,
it's
man.
way too big.
Training's been going well, so doing something right. Just got to work on the gymnastics and apparently jerks because I can't fucking lock out 315 to save my life.
Well, I've got a tip for you.
I can push press it. I'm
some
not
sun on
sunning my
that
ball.
Get some sun on that beehole.
What if it? All right. So here's the thing. You're curious. You're alone. You're staying at a. You're traveling. You're bored. You've just masturbated so much that it's lost all the fun. And you have a private balcony. You're out there. You lay down a towel. The sun's feeling warm. You're a little cold. Whatever it takes. You decide to sun your butthole just so you can have this experience. You do it. It's fine. But then you go in the next day and you set a bunch of PRs. Not crazy PRs, but like borderline that scene with Bruce Willis in Unbreakable,
Right,
where they just
right.
keep adding weight and he keeps benching, but you just
Yeah.
have like a day where you're like, I shouldn't have PR'd today, but I did. I should have, I estimated this time, cut 20% off. The next day, are you back out on that balcony sunning your beehole just to test and make sure? Or are you that open, both physically and just spiritually, to the idea that it could have been doing a cam show for God?
So
I called back to that just so I could end
What?
strong.
What if you go out to Boston and Pat Vellner's doing the workout, and then through some freak accident,
His butthole is suddenly exposed.
It's like,
Oh God, Pat, put it
That's a
away.
lot of sun, Pat. What the fuck?
His
Yeah, and
shoes are
it's-
clipped to two different bicycles that he's kicking at, trying to get it off, but it's only making it worse and further exposing his butthole to the sun.
yeah, and you see that his
Yeah.
butt is more
Tan as
than
fuck.
both of us.
I'll tell you-
Shit,
I'll
we
tell
think
you
about
something.
that. That's his secret.
I spent a little bit of time with Pat at the games and his family. They had like dinner. We were there like the night before the game started because I was there with like the all-in crew. They were doing the documentary or whatever.
Please tell me you guys shared a night together and you saw his butthole.
I did not
that's-
see his butthole. However, I heard that he and his brothers have a penchant for getting naked just for fun. And doing naked things outdoors. So I would
The
say
butthole guy?
I would say that potentially
He might
that
be a
butthole
butthole.
has seen some sun,
Yeah.
and that might be the exact reason why he's so fit.
What
Damn.
if that is secretly like God's key to great performance there? It's just so well hidden and so counterintuitive.
You
that
guys-
the few who've discovered it have really risen to the next level.
I've tried to tell you for thousands of years to show me your butthole. I don't know how much
Michael
clear
Phelps.
do I make this?
Elon Musk. Michael Jordan.
Einstein.
But think about how all the different steps of kind of self-actualization and work you have to get to the point where you are showing your butthole to the sun. Like, you have to get comfortable with a lot of stuff. So maybe, it's like they used to say, hey, if you get a side stitch, the Native Americans would say, find a flat stone and spit under it. And, does that going to help you get rid of your side stitch? But no, it gets you to stop, breathe, calm down, kneel, take some time, and then eventually it will go away. So my thing is it the butthole being exposed to photons? Or is it all the steps necessary to kind of get your house in order so that you're open to this idea that brings you there?
As a man of science,
Yes.
I think we can test this.
Yes.
You should show your butthole to the sun tomorrow.
Yes!
And tell us what happens, because you have taken none of those intermediate steps.
This is true. I've taken very few intermediate steps.
and I think that's the move.
I don't know, but have I, or is it an internal journey? Because externally, obviously, I'm a blank slate right now because I'm as deconditioned as I've been in a decade.
There you go.
So go ahead, but one other idea. So I'm deconditioned as I am in a decade. But have I taken the proper internal steps so that rather than just laughing, some part of me is going, you know
the
what?
beauty of the placebo effect, man.
That's right. It works.
Just get after it and show your butthole to the sun.
Get after it. What do you think he's doing at 4:30 a.m.?
Yeah. I mean, I am.
I know what he's doing now.
I'm going to be in California. They're very accepting of different lifestyles there.
No, we love Jocko. We love Sam.
What?
Why are we doing that to anybody?
I can't help but think, though, that unless you are clearly a drug addict on the side of the street showing your butthole to the sun, in any other normal context where the police aren't going to arrest you, all the steps necessary to show your butthole are all good, all very good vibes. You need to, for the most part, you need to go out. One, you need a sunny day.
Yes.
A sunny day will make you feel better than a cloudy day.
Yep.
2, you need to go out in nature, most likely, because you're not going to do this in an urban environment. Go out in nature. And
Yep.
3,
That's a good point.
either be alone or be with very, very, very,
Trusted
very, 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 very close friends.
Which also is very, very, very close friends, which also is beneficial. I like that.
So all of the steps.
He's
He's
making a lot of good
on a
points.
sunny day.
That's a good
On a
point.
sunny
Those are three
day,
good
go out in
observations.
nature,
Yep.
either alone or with very, 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 very close friends.
Yep.
That's gonna put you in a good mood regardless.
And it
You'll
assumes
feel better.
it assumes a level of financial efficacy that that you because you would have to have some sort of private enclosure that has exposure to the sun, and not everyone has that. Say you're renting, you don't have your own private area, you don't have a balcony, you don't have these things.
That's right.
So you really have to kind of make your bed and get your ducks in a row. You have to wake up and start doing those 4:30 in the morning Jocko workouts to create the life conditions
Yeah.
so that
So
you
you have
can
time
So that
sun your
sunrise
butthole.
to get that
Exactly.
butthole out.
So you can
That's right.
take your Tesla out to the Angeles National Crest.
Yes.
Because this is only happening in California.
Yes.
And show that butthole to show the sun who's boss.
Exactly.
Who's the butthole boss, son?
You could own a boat, for instance. A boat would be a great place to show your butthole to the sun. Also requires money. So I think if we can all work towards that, kind of like manifest destiny. It's like go west, but instead of go west, it's like, show your brown eye to the sun.
In the sky.
Yeah,
It has
to
to rhyme.
Yeah.
So let's say you have a friend that doesn't watch our podcast or follow Ronnie Teasdale or Sam Dancer for that matter.
3 huge
Blasphemy,
mistakes, by the way.
Blasphemy,
Yes.
I know.
3 huge errors.
But how if you're watching this show and you want to take one of those close friends with you to go do some butthole sunning? How do you bring that up in conversation?
this is a
What's
good
the text message you send?
I mean, I'm assuming that at some point you've convinced them to do CrossFit, and this is not much harder than that.
I would lead with this. How would you like to optimize your performance? I would couch everything in a performance optimization, just sort of template, because I feel like every guy who's like right there at that threshold. Like if you can
At the
tell him,
threshold.
exactly, it's like perpetually that there's all you have to do is be like, Tim Ferriss said, and then like they'll be like, oh my god, and then because
Yo, dude, your T's looking real low, so why don't we show that
Yeah.
B to the sun and get some vitamin D,
Yeah.
bro?
So if you
that's
wanted,
how you're going to ask me?
Chase, I have a backyard. Tall fences.
There's a tall
here's the real question. Out there, there's a lot of CrossFit boxes, a lot of other kinds of gyms. Is there a disreputable coach somewhere in the world who's just using these kind of things, who's using performance optimization as a way to just fuck dudes who would not otherwise want to be fucked?
All I'm saying is, in the animal world, in the animal kingdom, and based off of the three animals that I live with, the three
Dude,
dogs,
they're getting plenty of sun to their butthole.
their buttholes get a lot of sun,
Yep.
and they have just endless energy. And
That's true. Laird Hamilton did not even think of that. He was
No.
like, Laird Hamilton was all like, you know what a dog does? He's
don't
active.
stretch.
He's 100%, and then he rests, and 100%, and then he rests. What he wasn't thinking about, he's 100% with that butthole being exposed to the sun
right.
the whole time. So it's like, Laird, buddy, why don't you drink a little less turmeric coffee
And
maybe
take a shit on
That's
the lawn
right.
sometime.
That's right.
Maybe the butthole getting sun is a crucial aspect to any animal's health, because think about it. Most animals on all
they can-
fours, their buttholes exposed to the sun at all times. They're humans when they began walking upright. Maybe that wisdom was there in the ancient traditions.
That's how we built the pyramids, dog.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
that it got lost somehow.
too much butt clench in the past thousand years.
That's the
We're only beginning to understand the significance of the microbiome, gut flora, the bacteria that populate your intestinal tract. So, what if it's actually about just putting a little light at the end of the tunnel for all those little soldiers in there? No.
This is the way out.
That this is the way out, guys. And it's like, hey, let's stop retaining adipose body tissue, fellas, and instead let's start sending some of this downstairs.
I regret nothing.
I think you know what? I think all of this discussion is beginning to sell me on the idea.
I'm sold. If you guys want to go sun your
Yeah.
butthole,
I have a
I'm
new
down.
new T-shirt
what?
idea for ArmandHammerTV.com.
Boston, I'm coming for you, and so is my butthole.
But will it be a sunny day? And that's the
Yes.
problem.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like
Yeah.
whether it's cold sun or hot sun.
Yeah.
I have to talk to Rob.
Yeah.
Got to text him.
So we're not looking for brown eyes anymore, guys. We're looking for bronze eyes. Okay, and this is the Bronze Eyed Podcast. If we can all achieve bronze eyes, then we don't. Then we're not really in any position to criticize it or its effectiveness or lack of effectiveness in the fitness
I'm just
space.
saying that if the fittest guy in your gym showed up and was like way fucking fitter than they have been ever before, and you're like, dude, what? Like, let's go to the locker room. What's
Yep.
going on here? You started doing like PEDs
and then he's
or
like,
something.
"Show me your butthole." And I was like, "Never mind." I just then you turn around.
You're doing like stuff in PEDs or something. What's going on? And they're like, no, better. I show my butthole to the sun 20 minutes a day. That shit gets so much vitamin D. I have
Yeah.
testosterone bleeding out of my eyeballs.
If I'm not here, I'm sunning my butthole.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, have you seen that movie Sunshine, directed by Danny Boyle, where the guy gets obsessed with the sun and he bathes in it daily and it burns his skin and it drives him crazy? It's the same thing, but for your asshole. Worship
Everyone would be on
God
that shit.
with your butt.
Everybody went on that. And now for the final remaining like 3 people that are still watching this, thank you very much for sticking around.
I think we're going to gain audience members.
We
because
better.
of this conversation.
That was awesome. I'm pretty happy with how that conversation turned out, guys.
Good.
I think the moral of the story is that buttholes should see more sun,
Yeah.
and you should retain your semen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And
Whatever.
also 20.5 is happening sometime in the next couple days. So
Hell yeah.
anyway, let's go to wrap this. Let's wrap this baby up.
I am at Mr. Kyle Bogart on the most central Instagram on the internet, which will be also full of Disneyland pictures, presumably in a couple days. So check that out, guys.
That'd be sick.
Fun.
You can find me at Cliff Bogart on the second fattest Instagram account on the internet.
Yes.
I don't know who the first is, but I'm looking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at Chase504 on an Instagram that is currently buttholeless and sunless.
It's very important. It's soon to be very different among both of those qualifications.
I think we could all take a fun group photo.
And you can find me in my backyard.
Armand Hammer TV
pantsless.
has updated his cover photo.
It's very cold, so I'm going to wear a sweater, but I've still got to show my
We
butthole
can
to
wear
the sky.
full sweaters on the top. Oh, Christmas photo. Fun Christmas sweaters on the top. Sun in the beehole on the bottom.
Perfect.
We just have to find a sunny December day.
Those exist.
Our balls will shrink, though. It'll be
There's an
very cold.
apparel opportunity here, and
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
sharing it on the pod because I think it's worth it.
Anyway, folks, you can find me at Arm & Hammer TV. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and listening. And you can catch me on the 20.5 official live stream, not talking about buttholes or sunning them, but talking about fitness.
Maybe.
which is another thing that I am an expert in.
Use the word, Armin, I need you to integrate the word bronze into the broadcast.
I can absolutely do that.
And when you integrate the word bronze, the whole Scaleless Nation will know what you're actually referring to.
I can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
So like I was saying, it's like overalls, but the reverse of overalls. It covers everything.
we're still live.
Cut the mic!
All right, now let's figure out if I